Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my new Let's Play. My name is Siperos, and this is Day of the Tentacle, remastered version to be more specific. Now, this is a traditional point-and-click adventure game originally developed and published by LucasArts and was first released in 1993. This remastered version was developed, published and released by Double Fine Productions in 2016. This game is also a sequel to the critically acclaimed Maniac Mansion, released in 1987, also made by LucasArts, or Lucasfilm Games as they were known back then. In this version of the game we could even play Maniac Mansion itself, but we are going to skip that and just play Day of the Tentacle itself. Also, as far as I know, you don't need to know what happened in the first game anyway. So yeah. So we don't need to play Maniac Mansion in order to know that what's going on in this game. So anyway, I have been wanting to play this game for a long time now, but I wanted to save it for my blind let's play till later, so I have been refraining myself from playing this game by myself. Actually, I was going to play this game earlier, but thanks to certain unexpected game releases and other change of plans, I decided to delay this let's play till even later. But now I think is the time to start this let's play, finally. Also, for those wondering what this remastered version of the game offers, besides the improved redrawn cartoon-style art for higher resolutions for modern computers, well, as you play the game, you unlock the original or concept art pieces of the game you can later watch at the gallery. You can play this game with either the remastered or old-school graphics, just like with the Secret of Monkey Island 1 and 2 special editions. And you can play this game with the designer's commentary on, where they talk about the development of the game, designing of the puzzles, environments, characters and so on. Which would be very interesting to listen to admittedly, but I think that for our first playthrough of the game we are gonna play with the commentary turned off. And you can play the original Maniac Mansion as well, of course. So you get two games in one. Now, before we start, I let you know that this is a blind let's play. Meaning that I have never played this game before myself, nor have I watched other people play and finish this game. Well, admittedly, I have watched some videos showing the first 15 minutes or so of the gameplay, just to see what the game was like. But other than that, I know nothing about the game. Well, except what I have heard from reviews and the puzzles and so on. I know nothing about those. Which also means that since this is a traditional point-and-click adventure game, I expect to get stuck at some point in the game when I don't know what I am supposed to do. When I don't know what I'm supposed to do next or how to solve this next puzzle or whatever. I want and will try to beat this game all by myself without reading any playthroughs or watching other people's let's plays, but I will do that if I simply can't figure out what to do next after hours of trial and error. Now, I think that was everything I wanted to say. So now without further ado, let's start the actual game. Oh yes, I actually gave this game a little test run before the recordings, just to make sure that the game is working properly and is being recorded properly. So yes, we have a good speak that. Would you like to enable the developer's commentary? Not this time. As interesting as it would be. All right. LucasArts, the king of point-and-click adventure games, as far as I'm concerned. This kind of looks like your typical opening for Looney Tunes cartoon episodes. I like it. Oh, but that's some nasty pollution right there. And here we got our tentacles.
I'm thirsty.
I don't think you should drink that.
Me neither.
It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could.
Holy crap, Hikaru arms.
Take on the world.
Oh shit. We are so screwed now. And these are our main characters, I take
Look,
it.
Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
No, that's cruel.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacles mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion.
Oh crap. And here we have the opening credits, I take it. Alright then. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that nerdy guy with the white shirt, Bernard, I think was his name, I think he's the only returning character from the original Maniac Mansion. In the first game, I think there was 5 youngsters or so that you could play as, and this Bernard is the only returning character you can play as, or at least as far as I know. So yeah. So far, I like the art style of this game. The art style of this game reminds me very much of the good old cartoons of the Cartoon Network I used to watch a lot when I was a kid. Now, what cartoons could I compare this to? Courage the Cowardly Dog is the first one that comes to my mind. Perhaps Johnny Bravo. Well, maybe not. Maybe a little bit. I don't even fucking know anymore. And some other cartoons whose names I cannot even remember anymore. But yeah, this game already reminds me of those cartoons, and I like that a lot. Gives me this nostalgic feeling. And they took a cow with him. Of course they did. Of course they did. Who the hell is driving there? And how the hell did that person get a driver's license? That cow actually reminded me of the Cow and Chicken cartoon from the Cartoon Network again.
Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
Well, I'm sure we'll find out. Alright, and here are the controls. Well, at the first glance, this game might actually look more complicated than it really is, but don't worry, it isn't really. It's just as simple as any other point-and-click adventure game. And there's also PlayStation controllers by the looks of it. And yeah, I think we can manage. So here we can access to our inventory, or just press in I. And by pressing F1 we can switch the graphics. Now these are the original graphics back from 1993, and as you can see, the inventory system here is pretty much identical to the Secret of Monkey Islands and other point-and-click adventure games from LucasArts back from those days. So anyway, So here are the items we pick up, and then here are the different commands. But in this game, however, we only need to click the item or object we want to interact with, and here are the commands we can use. What do we even have? Holy crap! We can actually do a lot of things to this piece of gum on the floor, apparently. Yeah. And as you can see also by watching the art style here, it's very, how should I put it? Well, cartoony. It's as simple as that. It's very cartoony, over exaggerated, and artistic in a sense. Again, really much reminds me of the Cartoon Network cartoons. But enough about that. Let's see what we can do here. So there's a piece of gum. Now let's take a look at it.
Mmm, spearmint, my favorite.
Just don't eat it, Bernard. You don't know where it has been. Besides on that floor. Can we? No push. Can we just pick up?
It's stuck to the floor.
Oh my god. Bernard, don't tell me that you are that weak of a nerd that you can't even pick up a simple piece of gum.
It's stuck to the floor.
Oh my god. Well then, chuck the plant.
A horticultural horror.
Right, well it doesn't look like an object we can pick up, but hey, might as well try.
I can't touch it, it's spiny.
You could grab it by its jug too, you know. Well, what's this flyer?
That one looks like it's from a local hardware store.
Alright, can we pick it up? Ah, alright, we can. So, does it say anything else?
It's from George's Hardware. George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. And there's a service bell. I assume that it's the kind we can't pick up, so use it. Again. Nothing's happening, alright. Well, what about this office? Then there's a payphone that's out of order apparently. Open the door. Alright, what do we have here? A phone. Let's check out this portrait for
Looks
starters.
like Dr. Fred wearing a powdered wig. Handsome in a way, but I'm glad he eventually accepted his hair loss.
Alright. And also I'm so glad that this game is I didn't want to go out. I'm so glad that this game is also voice acted, so I don't need to read everything in this game. Just like I had to in my The Secret of Monkey Island Let's Play. Now, what about this phone?
Sleek design, sturdy construction, attractive housing. All in all, a fine phone.
A fine phone. Alright. I don't know. Use it.
I don't have time for that now. I'm on a mission.
Yeah, I figured. What about this Swiss bank book?
Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny.
Alright. But why did we pick it up then? Whatever. I'm sure that there's some use for it. What about these photos?
Boy, the Edisons are a spectacularly ugly family.
No, that's not a very nice thing to say now, is it, Bernard? What about this drawer? Open it. Is there anything in there? Look at Boo Boo Be Gone.
It's a bottle of correctional fluid.
Can you pick it up? Apparently we can, so... Again, what is this?
It's a bottle of correctional fluid.
What? Correction fluid? Not sure. Oh, look at that. There's Darth Vader there. Nice. What about this clock?
There's something funny about that clock.
Is that so? Well, can we open it?
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Well, so far. Oh, Bernard. Oh, are we controlling these guys now?
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually.
And that is
Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Yeah, you do that.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Oops, indeed.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, to the time machine.
Okay.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people.
Oh, damn. What's going to go wrong?
Well, I'll
Can I
be.
switch graphics here? Yes, I can.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
No, I love that feature.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
Oh, it was Fred and not
After
Edison.
all, he is a doctor.
Unless Freddy
It
is his
worked.
first name.
I can't believe it. And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough.
Ah, yes, of course.
Uh-oh.
Looks like the shit hit the fan. And he doesn't give up. Fuck. And looks like Bernard is back in the present.
Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past,
Oh,
and the
damn.
other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogons and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we gonna get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
He just told you.
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans.
Yeah, that.
Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Alright, are we in control now? Alright, looks like we are. Nice. So we need to find some sort of plans. Now let's see if we can find them before we end this episode, because I try to keep these let's play episodes of this game about 25 minutes, 30 minutes
Maybe
long.
I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
So is he implying that they are not here? Well, I think I look around to make just to make sure. Time machine. Chrono John. Well, let's take a look at the time machine.
It can't do anything without a new diamond.
Yeah, alright. Oh yeah, one thing I really want to point out about this game is that Double Fine Productions really nailed it when it comes to remastering this cartoonish style. They really nailed it in my opinion. Unlike with the Secret of Monkey Island 1 and 2, or at least the first ones. The first special editions is graphics. Although I don't remember if it was Double Fine who remade the first two the Secret of Monkey Island games. But whatever the case, if you remember or have even watched my the Secret of Monkey Island Let's Play, I told you there that I was not a big fan of the new graphics they made for the special edition. Because I just didn't find them that charming or even fun or just they just didn't fit it in my opinion. Plus the old pixelated graphics had their own charm, what these newer games don't usually have. So that's why I didn't play the special edition version of the first Secret of Monkey Island, and I just played the original version with the original graphics because I just like them better than the special editions. But this is excellently done. This kind of art style really fits this game. This exaggerated, colorful, cartoony style really fits perfectly to this game. And well, to be fair, as you can see, the game back in 1993 was already very cartoony and exaggerated and such. So they didn't really change the overall style and the vision of the game when it comes to their look and such. Admittedly, they just made the game look much better, and this is the right way to do remasters and special editions and stuff. But yeah, I like it. So lever, what does this do?
I think it's the switch for the sludge-o-matic machine.
Well, yeah, quite obviously.
There, it's off, but it's too late now.
Oh yeah, this is the machine that kept pouring that toxic waste to the river where that purple tentacle was shrinking from, if I'm not mistaken. What? Hamster generator?
It looks like a generator driven by a treadmill.
And I take it that we can't use it because there is no hamster in it.
I think it's designed to run with something, more like a small rodent.
Alright. Bullet import.
To do.
Well, I could read that much. And what's this paper?
It's Dr. Fred's design for a super battery. It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charging time of only 0.01 seconds. Wow!
Wait, so is that what we need?
I've got the plans!
Ah, apparently yes.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
Wait, how did you get here? Didn't you go upstairs?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
Well, there you go.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogon, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Alright.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
Ah, okay. So we can also control Hoagie now. So what is this? A can opener and patent application. Well, let's take a look at it. Edison's. So it was Edison. Fred Edison. Edison Super Salad Battery. Okay. So we need crotons, gold, oil, vinegar, lettuce. Okay. So I assume that we have to find these things in order to make this battery thingy.
It's the battery plans I'm supposed to give to that Red Edison dude.
Yes. And now I assume that by clicking this I can switch back to Bernard.
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here! I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
Alright then. Now I think I have been recording just enough by now, so I think I'm going to stop this episode here. But so far we can switch us back to we can just switch back and forth here. We can't pick up Laverne, the blonde, crazy-looking chick yet. But anyway, so far I really like this game and can't wait to play and I can't wait to play more. And also I noticed in my test recording that the volumes of this game were quite high, and so I increased my own sound. So let me know in the comments if the game's music and my sound are just about right, so that one is not too loud and the other is not too low. So yeah, I think that's everything I want to say for now. So thank you for watching this Let's Play of mine, and see you next time for more Day of the Tentacle.